Okay, cool. Hello, hello, hello. There's that. Cool. There you go, thumbs up. So this is a bit of a test stream on YouTube. I've never streamed on YouTube. I've streamed on Twitch a few times, quite a few times, for both modeling purposes and playing games and whatever. But, excuse me, today our focus is on this guy. So this guy right here is a microtrains 50-foot flat car with the side mount brake wheel, which is very nice because it fits my era. So, as you can see, I've already weathered it down very nicely. We've got a nicely weathered and varied deck with the rust on the metal patches that hold the deck together. And then I've done some weathering on the sides. Like that. So what I'm doing now is I've already made one of these, and now I'm working on making the second one. So I've got this right here. This right here is not in focus. This right here still not in focus. Let me try doing this. There it is. So what this is it's basically just a sheet of styrene, little slice of styrene, painted brown to match the car. So here's the one I'm working on. I gotta paint this other side. It's painted brown to match the car, and then I put my ACI label decal on there. And the plan is to take our flat car here, take our ACI plate here, because the ACI label is too long for the side of the flat car for what it should be. So we attach the extra plate right there. Whoops. Right there, more or less. And I've seen prototype photos and model photos of this exact thing, so I know this is correct. But we basically just glue it right there, and it adds an ACI label to a car that otherwise wouldn't be able to have one, but needs to. So that is going to be what our final product looks like, and then it's going to be lightly weathered. But what I need to do first is finish the other one. So I'm going to paint it, and while we're doing that, I'm going to start working on creating some debris, which I'm going to do by sanding and shredding this bit of cork from HO track bed, and sanding down this piece of, is just some balsa wood that I've pretty much dyed dark brown, as you can see, by using panel liner, because it was what I had available. But I mean, I was planning on doing it with just like watered down paint, but then I grabbed my panel liner because it was right there, so I was like, sure, I'll just use this. But we're going to scrape that up, sand that up, and then take the sawdust and fill it into this little thing right here to collect it. And we're going to use it as like dirt and debris along the edges, all around the edges of the car. But first things first, I want to paint this guy a dark brown. Nope, don't flip over. I'm gonna get the paint all over the table instead of the... Don't want my pants. There we go. So, there we have it. Nice brown. And actually, I need to go get the glue. The CA glue. That way I can actually attach these. There we go. Okay, let me run and grab that real quick. No, I'll grab that in a bit. Let me put this somewhere I won't lose it. Like right there, sure. And now, let's begin with this debris making. It's just 150 grit sandpaper here that I'm using. Put this right here. Just 150 grit sandpaper to just kind of shred this a little bit. I want to keep most of the big chunks out of it. I just want the itty bitty bits. Okay, let me get some. Actually, for wood, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my my file here. It's a jeweler's file. It's meant for metal, but it'll definitely work on wood, I tell you that much. At least it better. Go. Oh boy, some of the panel liners coming off my fingers. There we go. go. And now I'm going to take all this, fold this up carefully, kind of get it all to go in there. There we go, there's a bit of debris. Let's get a little more. And now I'm gonna go collect my glues, because I realized I forgot to grab those. There we go. Collect all this dust, and there we go. Cool. Let me run and grab my glue. That way I can get this started here. But in the meantime, I will give you a good view of that, and I will be back in 30-40 seconds, and then we will start attaching some things onto here. And I'm back with glues. So what we're going to do is we're going to start, I think, well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a second coat of paint to this guy over here. I wish you could zoom this webcam in. What I need is a good camera that I can connect to this, other than just my webcam, because my webcam is okay, but it's not good for stuff like modeling, recording. Wipe off my brush, grab some new paint. There we go. Cool. There we go. Sorry, listening to jazz. Love me some good jazz. Okay, so what I've got here is just some Elmer's white glue diluted with water. I'm gonna do is grab a bit of this, kind of position it near the edges here of the car. And then that didn't work the way I wanted it to. Well, shoot. Okay. There we go. Do like that. And then we'll just do it like this. There we go. And we're going to do some more here. How about that? It's not quite what I wanted. I'm not too worried about messing this car up. If I do mess it up a little bit, it's going to kind of suck, but it's not going to be the end of the world because I'm planning on getting a couple. I'm planning on having a couple more of these ready to go before too much longer. Go. Ba da 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 da. Ba 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 da ba da da da. Ba da 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 da. Dun 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 dun. Let's see how that ends up looking. That ought to be good. Okay, cool. Now we got some debris on the car. There we go. Okay, cool. So, there's that. Okay, let me do, next up we have to do is we have to get the ACI label onto this little guy. Okay. Get my ACI labels out. Here's my ACI labels. Let me cap off this glue before I spill it literally everywhere. That's something that I could definitely do, and that would be not so good. Just one moment. Okay. Sorry, that was probably very loud. I apologize. ACI label time. Here's the water for the decal. Okay. Alrighty then. Next decal would be this one. And I shouldn't be doing this right on the table, but I am because I'm too lazy to go get my cutting mat or even just a little piece of cardboard. I'm just can't be bothered doing that at the moment. And it is a pretty resilient table, so it's just gonna be fine. Okay, no, give me the decal. So here's my decal. I'm just gonna grab it a little bit better. There we go. We're gonna soak it for about 20 seconds. Okay, there we go. And now I need to put it down on here, just on this piece of, I'm just using tissue here for now. But something to soak up the excess. Okay. So now we're going to put it pretty much right next to where it's going. It's much easier to do when you're doing it on a train car, but we're going to do this slowly and carefully. There we go. We have now transferred the decal onto my little board. Okay, good. And now it's time to glue these guys on. A little puddle of this glue, this Gorilla Glue is what I'm using, just gel Gorilla Glue. It's not the best, but it does the job. Okay, so I've got my two ACI label plates. So I'm going to I almost dipped my hand in the glue. That would be not fun. Very carefully, just get the top half. Oh shoot, uh-oh. That's bad for a couple reasons. So the decal did not adhere to the oh Lord, I don't know which side is the sticky side anymore of this decal. I'm just gonna hope that's correct. And we are just gonna do this one second. Oh shoot, okay. We're gonna leave this one to dry a little bit longer. Luckily, I'm very good at this point at maneuvering decals after I've screwed them up. This one I know for sure is not gonna fall off. Okay, get some glue on the back. Now just gotta get this nice and straight. There we go. Slightly skew it. And there. Is that vertical? Yes. And that looks excellent. I'm very happy with that. Awesome. Okay, and this other one looks like it's going to need a bit to dry. So, in the meantime, I guess I'll just talk about what's been going on for me. So, I have been, excuse me, I've been here at school over the summer, and things haven't really been happening much over the summer. But what I have been doing is I've been working on painting a lot of things. I've painted my Dash 7, I'm preparing to paint a Dash 8, I'm started work on painting my RS1, and I'm preparing to paint my an SD40, GP40, excuse me. And I've worked a lot on designing paint schemes. So I've got paint scheme design. I designed the paint schemes for all those things, as well as I also designed a paint scheme for my what's it called? MP15 finally. So before too much longer, it'll finally be out of its Union Railroad scheme, which is what it's currently in. It's what it's been in since I bought the locomotive. It has been it's been in the Union Railroad yellow paint scheme. But I finally have, I think, gotten to a scheme that I like. I've got a couple of possibilities as to what I'm actually going to decide on. I've put together a couple of different possibilities. But I am very happy with all the paint schemes I've come up with, and hopefully, for too much longer, I will be able to show them all off running somewhere, because the other thing that I've been doing is really getting prepared to build build both a probably a Fremo end module, which will be like 1 foot by 4 foot or 1 foot by 2 foot. I haven't decided yet. Probably 1 foot by 4 foot. That way I can include more things. But I've been working on getting that designed and getting that ready to build. And then back home, I've been whenever I go home for weekends and stuff, I've been starting to figure out how I'm going to clean things up and get ready to put together my actual 4 foot by 8 foot layout. And that's going to be a process that hopefully I'll be able to document here on this channel. But it's going to be a process. Because I don't have a ton of money being a college student. so it's going to be a slow process. But I'm hoping at this time next year, I will have, at the very least, all the track work down and in a state that I can run trains on it. And I will be showing everyone on this channel here, I'll be going through that process on this channel. I will be. It's just, that's what I'm going to do. And this ACI label does not want to stay on this freaking sheet of styrene. There we go. Okay. So we're going to glue this guy on. And we're going to... Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on. Just need more glue. This might need more glue. This needs more glue. Just a little dot right there. And then carefully placing it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 okay. Carefully maneuvering this. Very careful to clean up my extra glue. But that right there should do it, right? Okay, I have it over more on the other side. I have it right there. Yeah, good. And with that, all I have left to do now with this car is I have to wait to a week or so, and then I'm gonna have some chains, some end scale chains that'll be here that I'm gonna throw on this guy. But if that's said and done, overall I'd say this car has come out excellently. I think the ACI labels came out very nicely. My little plan, my scheme worked well, which makes me happy. This side was a bit of a pain, and I may have to end up replacing that decal. We're gonna see if it wants to stay. But what I need to do now is I need to weather those down a little bit, but that's gonna take all of 2 seconds. Just a very light coat of some white oil paint on top of that. And then I'd say this car is done. So, just an overview. Got today, what I did was I did these little spots on the bed of the car with dirt and grime and debris. All there, and kind of along these edges. And we did these ACI labels, which I think came out very nicely, and I'm very happy with the 3-dimensionality of it. And same thing on this side. So, with that, I'm going to end this live stream. I'll watch it back at some point and make sure everything worked well, but I think it did. Probably. Hopefully. Hopefully this was watchable. But, yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will see you either on the next live stream or in the next video, whatever that may be.